Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Shadowblades here today, and I'm back with a long absence, and that I apologize for. I've been very busy in my personal life. Everybody's going through this COVID right now, and I kind of dove into the game pretty hard when it happened, so that's why I started my channel about 3 months ago. In that time, I've had great success on this channel. I want to thank you all for that, because seriously, you guys are awesome. Big thumbs up to all you subscribers and everybody who watches. I appreciate every subscriber. I'm planning to hit a goal of 100 subscribers by the end of the year. And I'm hoping, and I think I will be able to make it, because I'm at 42 right now in 3 months, so I'm making some pretty good progress. I have been gone for a while, and I'm sure you already know diamonds are back, but what you may have been wondering was, am I coming back? That, I am. I'm back. I am sorry for my absence, and I have some explaining to do. I was gone because the whole reason I started this was I was sick. I had nothing else to do, and I figured, why not help people? Show some kindness, do something good. I knew it wouldn't make me money, and that's not what I was after. I was just simply trying to help people figure out what to do in the game. And, yeah, I decided to do a YouTube channel, figuring, why not, right? Why not try? Why not do something good? And if in the long run it makes me money, that'd be great, but that's not what I'm doing it for. I do it because I enjoy it. And a lot of you people know, because I've been telling you the truth the whole time, and I've never actually lied, so you know I'm speaking the truth now. So I do apologize for being gone, and this video may or may not be informational at this point in time, but I want to thank you guys for all supporting me. I actually gained 2 subscribers while I was off for 2 weeks, so like, that's awesome, guys. I just talked to an old buddy. It's got me wanting to play the game again, help him get set up in the game again, and show him what I know of the game. I've been going through a lot recently. The whole reason I was off sick, the whole reason I was diving into this game is because I was so unhappy with my life and the way things were going. I have a beautiful wife who's awesome, and I love her with everything I have, but my family, I had a bad family past. I've known pain from the hands of my father, and I've since learned that I could forgive him. He's not in my life anymore, unfortunately. He is still living, and I would never hurt him, but he's chosen to hold a political divide over my forgiveness. He wants me to apologize for my political beliefs, to reach common ground, but unfortunately that's not going to happen, because I will not apologize to my abuser, both my father and our government, because they've lied to us all, and that's not right. I'm not here to tell you what's right and wrong, but a lie is never right, and the truth will always set you free. And I'm not here to do a political stand right now. I'm just here telling my story. So, my story is a story of forgiveness. Just tell your story. Let people hear you. Don't fight. Don't cause pain. Don't cause hate. That never fixes anything. We've lost too many wars for that. It's funny that I make this message in the middle of a game that shows violence, but through this violence I've learned therapy, because seriously, you can't do this kind of shit in the world. It won't fix anything. Like, how many times do you die in this game when you do violence? It's a good place to do the things you can't do in the world and enjoy simple things. And I hope I haven't turned anybody away from this by my apology, but I do owe an apology, as well as on screen you will see footage of stuff that I do. This is my only time I'm going to do this. I promise I won't be doing this in the future unless you ask for more, but I am sorry. I hope you guys can forgive me for my absence, but I was busy repairing a lot of stuff. I've fixed up my family unit. I've seen the error of my ways by choosing inaction over action, because action is not always right, but doing nothing is the same as is the same as the wrong choice, and that I have learned. I'm actually going to be doing some things now within my union and government to tell them my story, to try and fix things. For some reason, my union didn't protect us, and the government decided to pass a bill to cut funding to healthcare and emergency services, including police, in the middle of a global pandemic. I just can't wrap my head around how that could possibly be right. I'm not claiming to be right, but if I'm wrong in this, then I really don't want to be right, to be honest with you. This is not a platform to make political views and stuff. This is just my story. I'm just trying to say my views. As honestly, it's my channel, and you guys can choose to watch it or not. That's your choice, but I mean, I'm not going to make these kind of things a commonplace thing. I do have a channel where I share my couples stuff, where me and my wife, we do things outside of the gaming stuff. I've never actually shared it because I figured that if people saw my views, they might not like me, but now I'm going to, because, I mean, really, that's not my choice. That's everybody else's choice to either choose to love me or leave me, because that's the ultimate choice. Either you like me or you're going to hate me, but I'm me, and I think everybody is equal. I think everybody should be treated equally. And I see a lot of ways in the world where we're not treating everybody as equals in many levels, and it starts at the head. All of our governments across the world have failed us all to protect us. They've lied to us all across the world. They have been the ones being sexist and racist, not us. We are good people with good hearts. And I don't think that's right. I'm not saying violence is going to solve anything. I think we just need to speak up and tell our story. We must not turn to anger. Anger only begets more anger. It doesn't help anything. And I see a great disharmony in the world, and that's why I was off sick, because it hurt my heart. I mean, it messed me up. And honestly, I seeked out a therapist to help me, and that's what I was going through when I made this channel. This was my channel to do something good in the world, be the change I wanted to see in the world, and a simple form of kindness, like telling people how to do something. Not telling them they must do it, but just showing them a good path to do it. And I always kept myself silent, and like I said, I won't do this continuously. This won't become some sort of political whatever. I just wanted to say my truth, what I've known from my experience, and I'm a heavy guy. I've known judgment. I've known the face of that. I've never judged anybody by their appearance because of that. Like, I've always known to be judged because I'm fat. And that's not something that's nice, you know? And everybody's been judged for something. And we shouldn't judge each other. We should engage each other in conversation, talk to each other, let each other even know, you know, somebody's out there that cares. Somebody out there is good. I mean, we finally returned diamonds to Grand Theft Auto. That's a good thing, right? Might be a little late saying the message, but it's coming, right? Anyway, I'm not really sure how this is going to be received. I hope everybody still enjoys the video. It's not a tutorial video of the game. It's simply a tutorial and explanation of my life and why I think the things I think. I'm not using this as a platform for a moral high ground. I just want to, you know, I believe everybody has their own personal, unique story, and they should let them out. Yesterday I had a great day. It was absolutely incredible. It was eye-opening. It's got stories that could definitely be misunderstood, but either way I want to tell my story because I came across 3 people in a road trip. We went for a road trip for the first time in forever because we weren't allowed to. By law, we weren't allowed to leave our house unless we needed to. Finally we can, and I went on a road trip. And I wore my mask and I brought my hand sanitizer, which I didn't need, but I brought it anyway because nobody was coughing, so nobody was sick. But the government would think we're all sick. And I think the government's sick. That's just my opinion, my views. I'm allowed to state it. I am under law to be able to legally state my views and my voice in my own country on whatever I wish. As long as I'm not instilling hatred or fear in anybody, I'm allowed to do that, which is exactly what I'm doing and exactly what I'm going to do when I tell you my story. So yesterday we went on a road trip and I met 3 different men. Men of different walks of life that have all known pain or suffering. I don't see them as anything other than men, but for the example of my story, I'm going to tell you exactly what it is. I am a white man. I want to be addressed simply as a man, but I am a white man. I'm a fat white man. I can't hide that. I can't change that. That's just part of who I am. And I met different people of different colors and religions, races, and whatever yesterday on my road trip. I met 3 men specifically. Those are the 3 men of my story right now. 3 men. The first man was a black man, and I saw him clearly because he was the only man on the road. He walked across the road and jaywalked. That's technically illegal, but I could care less. He had a destination to get to. He thought it was safe, so he went. I would do the same thing myself. Anyway, when he did it, I watched him, not because he was black, but simply because he was a man running across the road, and I was like, oh shit, is he going to be okay? And honestly, I was worried for him. Like, I was like, oh, baby, slow down, don't hit him. Like, seriously, we can't, like, come on. Like, you know, just basic concern, compassion. Anyway, so as he ran across the road, I saw something blue fell out of his bag, and I had no idea what the hell it was, but I knew he'd lost something. And I thought it would be the right thing to do, so I told my wife to pull over. So she pulled over, and she said, "It's not your place to say anything. Like, be careful with everything going on in the world. You don't want to cause more shit." I said, "I'm simply trying to help, and if I'm in trouble for helping, then I don't want to be right. I'll be happily wrong if I'm helping." So I quickly ran over because he didn't know he dropped it, and he was walking away from it. It was almost in the middle of traffic to be swept away and destroyed if it was something of importance. I don't know what it was. I just knew he needed it, and I had to help. Like, nothing else mattered, really. And so I went up to the man, and I said to him, "Listen, buddy, you dropped something. Look behind you." He was scared. The fear in his eyes was unbelievable. I think he thought I was going to hit him. I really do. I'm a big, fat, white man telling a black man, "You dropped something, turn around." That obviously was the wrong words to communicate. Like, that could obviously be misunderstood easily. And I'm not really sure what to say, but, like, simply that I was only trying to help. So I said, "Listen, buddy, it's really not my issue, but I'm literally just trying to help you, man. You dropped something blue, and it's behind you. It might get swept away in traffic." I properly communicated my intentions, and he understood. The look of fear of me changed to concern about whatever he had dropped. He realized that I had said it was blue. He knew he had something blue. I didn't know what it was. I couldn't say exactly what he dropped. I just knew it was blue. So I explained it to him. And his look of concern and fear, or his look of fear changed to concern about whatever he had dropped, because it was clearly important to him. And that's what I thought. It must be important to him if he had it. So I helped him. I did not actually do anything, but just inform him of what had happened, doing the right thing to communicate my intentions to him, that I meant him no harm. I just meant peace and to help him. And he was thankful for that. He was shocked by it, that I would help him. A stranger to him, a stranger to me. But I saw a man that needed some help. Like, literally, it wasn't much. I mean, a simple act of kindness to tell him he dropped something. But it changed his view and my view. I had pulled over to the gas station. I was planning on going to the gas station anyway to get something to drink. There I met a nice, I believe he's an Indian man, but I'm not sure exactly. To me, it's just a man who was running a gas station. And the other man that I had helped pick up his blue item came in and thanked me. And I said, "Not a problem. I mean, this world's got so much divide and so much hate in it. Simple acts of kindness will go a very long way." And he said, "You know what? You're right. And I can't believe we've listened to this crap for too long." And I said, "Well, you know, I mean, people are going to be angry when they find out the truth. And I really hope they don't turn to anger, because that doesn't fix anything. I hope they turn to the terms of forgiveness and set terms of how to better our future together, united as equals. I mean, that's all I want. I just want an equal, peaceful world. When I was a kid, I was taught peace on earth was the best thing to do. And for me, that is always the best thing to do. I'll stand my ground against who I have to, but I've been wrong myself. I've chosen the path of inaction. There's times before I would have just turned my back and let it happen. You know, I never did anything. And now I'm going to speak. And that's why I need to speak, because the world needs to hear peace and know love, compassion for each other. The next person I met happened to be by chance. And it was a German man. A man who was afraid to tell me where his accent was from and where he was from originally because of the past, because of things his people did, but he himself holds no ownership or accountability to. It was one man that chose a bad path. Not all Germans are bad. That's my views. That's what I think. That's what I believe is right. It's not fair to hold him accountable for something that a Nazi did. He's no Nazi. He made beauty. I stopped because I saw the Canadian flag. And when I saw the Canadian flag, I had to pull over because it was so big, and I was like, you know what? It's at half-mast right now. Our country's at half-mast right now, so I feel I need to stop and see something if I could find a beauty in our country. And in that, I found the beauty of our differences. I mean, we're all human, but we all have different walks of life from different countries and backgrounds and cultures and religions. But there's got to be some common ground. That's what I've always believed. There's got to be something we could always come to terms with, believe in. And so I met this German, and he made this beautiful garden. Like, honestly, it was incredible. Like, it was his job, so he did only what he was supposed to do, but he put his own personal touches on it. And we had a great conversation, and I told him, you know, my wife's from South Africa, so I noticed your accent, is it Dutch or something? And hesitantly, afraid, he told me it's German. I said, oh, that's cool, buddy. Like, I've known a lot of nice German people. They're pretty good people. Some bad stuff in our past, for sure, but, I mean, you didn't do that, right? So you shouldn't be ashamed of who you are. And he smiled. He couldn't believe what I had said. Because how could I say that? But it's the truth. Like, we can't be held accountable for our past. We've all fought many wars, many things to correct wrongs and right the wrongs of the past, but war is not the option. War only creates more pain. Pain lost in history if you forget your lessons. And pain and war that will only repeat itself if we don't learn from our lessons of our history. I know a lot of people won't understand this, and probably a lot of people hate me for saying it, and that's fine. I have no concern. I'll love you guys as long as you love me, and even if you don't love me, I'll still love you guys, because you guys are awesome for watching my stuff. Hearing my voice, even though, what right do I have to speak? None. Other than the right of I know what in my heart tells me is right to say. So with that all being said, let's get on to the final person. The final person was a Native American. He's actually working in a construction company. What a great guy he was. He's only part Native, but still, good man. And he told me a lot of stories of his pain. And I thought, how could the government get away with all this stuff? How could we do these things so bad, but never actually find the terms to make peace? Something that the Native Americans have always instilled, peace, happiness amongst all people. I think if we stop looking at our differences and start talking, and start actually meeting on common ground amongst all different beliefs, races, and religions, we might finally know peace on Earth. A long thing I've since wished for as a child. I heard great stories and things, and great injustices against many people, and a pain, a shared pain of hatred of people. And the thing is, I think the medias are wrong. I think they're telling the wrong message. They're skipping our stories to create a divide so the government can have more power. That's my belief. And, you know, people think I'm crazy. They'll call me a conspiracy theorist, but I've already caught them in 3 lies, and many more yet to come. I mean, passing bills during a global pandemic when health is of importance to cut funding to hospitals? What right does the government have to make that claim? That makes no sense. I might be a simple janitor at a hospital, but I know I have the right to speak. I can't speak on many things because of confidentiality issues, as well as backlash issues that if I were to speak, I'd be stomped down. I could be attacked, I could be assaulted, I could be whatever. That's why I chose inaction for the longest time. I promise you this would be my last message on here about anything like this, unless you ask for more. But simply put, I'm just sharing my story, which is exactly what I've done the whole time on this channel. I needed to explain my absence, and the reason for my absence is I've been busy, I've been healthy, I've been back to work, I've been enjoying my work, I've been working hard a lot at work and in my own life to fix things, and I realized that, you know, you gotta stand up to your abusers, and we've been abused, all of us. We all have a heart, and our heart knows what's right to do. This is not an act or a call for violence. Violence will not solve anything. I'm simply saying, raise your voice. Be heard. Tell your story. Find common ground that we can make peace and build a better future. Our history is filled with wars and angers when we didn't make peace. This is our opportunity to make peace. This is our chance before our voices are taken from us and we are left no other option. My therapist told me we have 2 choices, fight or flight. I choose another. I choose a third option. Peace. Talking, sharing our voice, and knowing the truth. Speaking our truth will always set us free. Lies will always divide us. But truth will unite us and set us free. We all know pain. We all know too much pain. It's probably one of my longest videos in a long time, but I had a lot to say and get off my chest. I feel good because I know I spoke from my heart. Even though I'm wrong, or may be wrong, that's fine. I believe in my heart of hearts. This is the truth. This is what I need to say. and we'll just have to wait and see. But I have a clean conscience to know I'm doing what's right, and in that, I'm standing up to my union, and I'm standing up to my government, not by force, but with my words, to make peace, to make terms of peace, that all people are equal. There should be nobody held above anybody. Our past has been bad. We've done a lot of bad things, but we need to forgive that. We even need to forgive the government that's misled us. But we need to stand strong in our terms. First and foremost, in Canada, we need to restore our healthcare. I can't speak for any types of other worlds, but healthcare during the global pandemic should always be first, in my opinion. I may be wrong, but if I'm wrong, I don't want to be right. Anyway, guys, I appreciate everything you guys have done for me. I really hope I haven't just self-sabotaged myself by speaking my views and beliefs, because even myself, I'm equal to everybody. I might not be right, but I gotta speak, right? Like, that's the right thing to do. So that's what I'm doing. I'm back now. I'm actually looking forward. I haven't played the game in about 2 weeks, but I do have a lot of videos to edit. I'm hoping I'm going to have some time to edit some videos. I got my nephew up over the next couple days, so we'll see. He really likes my videos, so he might be like happy if I make a video in front of him so he can see how to do it and start his own channel or something. I want to be positive. I want to be the positive change that I see in the world, and that's what I'm going to do. As I said, this will be my last political or whatever. I just need to explain where I've been and why I've been there. I'm meeting with my union on next Monday to sort them out, and then I'm meeting with my government when they allow me to speak and when they give me an audience to be heard. I'm not doing any violence. I'm just doing good, trying to make peace. Thank you all. Hope you guys enjoy. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll be back with more very soon. Have a good one. Peace, everybody.